What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Christian Corey. You see the title in the thumbnail in today's video. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so a lot of stuff to talk about today here on the channel, but the first one is regarding the best player in the world, Trout. Now, I know he was placed on the IL a couple of weeks ago, but I kind of wanted to talk about his injury. I kind of want to talk about why I feel the Angels are babying Trout. I think the Angels are babying the best player in the world a lot. Not a little, a lot. On Tuesday, May 18th, as you know, the Angels placed Trout on the IL with a grade 2 calf strain, and it was estimated he will miss 6 to 8 weeks. Now, when you hear this as a fan, as a general fan, not being a physician, not being a doctor, if you hear this as a general Angels fan, you want to see him win a World Series championship for the first time since 2002, and this news comes out about Trout having a grade 2 calf strain. You're like, strain of a calf, like 6 to 8 weeks? That's ridiculous. What in the heck is a grade 2 calf strain? I took the liberty of looking it up on the good old internet, what a grade 2 calf strain really entails and what it means. Well, it means having discomfort when walking and limited ability to perform activities such as running and jumping. You may have swelling and bruising associated with this grade 2 calf strain. A grade 3 calf strain is a severe injury that can cause the inability to walk. So he is a grade 2. Trout can still walk, which is great. But when you hear this as a fan, grade 2 calf strain, I'm not going to lie, it sounds a little wussy. I mean, it sounds like he's a wuss. A grade 2 calf strain in 6 to 8 weeks. It just sounds like Trout's being a wuss, and they're treating him like a baby, being the Angels. So you don't want it to get worse and form into a grade 3, if that is even possible. I assume it's possible. But let's be honest, the Angels have babied Trout forever. He slid into second base, was it a year ago? And he stubbed his finger or something, his index finger or something, and he was out like 2 weeks. And it's like, dude, you are the best player in the world. You get paid $400 million. Get your butt out there and frickin' play. I understand grade 2 calf strain. That means he can't run. That means he can't jump. Now, I mean, they could call it a grade 2 calf strain, but is it entail all the symptoms that what a grade 2 calf strain is associated with? I mean, maybe he can't jump like Jordan, but I think he could run. I don't know. He could be a DH. I know a lot of running. When you run, hit the ball, you run to first base, run hard, hit the bag. But I just think regardless how severe the injury is, the way they described it looks like Trout's a wuss. It just does. A grade 2 calf strain. Basically meaning he pulled a muscle. That's what it sounds like to the casual Angels fan and myself as a baseball fan. I don't like it. I think the Angels are babying Trout. But when you're the Angels, you are doing terrible. I know if Trout comes back and he can't change the world, but if you're an Angels fan and a baseball fan, you want this guy to play. And unless this guy breaks his arm, I expect him to be out there every single day. If he really wants to be one of the best players in the world, if he really wants to be one of the best athletes in history, he has to play through some adversity. Look at guys like Michael Jordan. Look at guys like LeBron James. Look at guys like Tom Brady. Look at guys like Ken Griffey. He has to play through a little bit of adversity here. Whether he's on a good team or not, I don't think it matters. He'll be back August, so that's okay. You'll be about 35 games back by then. You're fine. Next topic on the list is the New York Mets. I'm wearing the attire. The Mets are at a loss for words right now. And players. A lot of them. How many players? The Mets currently have 16 players on the IL right now. That means the Mets only have 10 guys who are healthy right now who were originally a part of the opening day Major League 26-man roster. Another way you could look at this challenge for the Mets and the amount of injuries they have is that if the Mets could not bring anybody up from the minor league, leagues, they would have 9 players, including the pitcher, and 1 guy on the bench healthy. That's terrible. It's a worst spot a club could be in. I feel so bad for the Mets because they try and try and try. No matter who they put in there as manager, no matter who they put in there as general manager, no matter who the owner is, no matter how much money they spend, no matter how good of a trade they pull off, they cannot get a break with these injuries. When it comes to some of the guys who are on the IL, these men include Noah Syndergaard, recovering from Tommy John, Seth Lugo, bone spurs, Carlos Carrasco, Michael Conforto, and Jeff McNeil are all on the IL with a strained hamstring. Pete Alonso and J.D. Davis with a hand, Jacob deGrom, and Taijuan Walker are on the IL with side injuries. So as you can see, a lot of guys on the IL, not only pitchers, but hitters as well. So I have solutions for the New York Mets, and these are my suggestions, and it's basically all via trade. These are the moves I think the Mets could make to solve these injury problems that are happening around their ball club. First, I would call up the Diamondbacks, and I would try to trade for Ketel Marte or Cole Calhoun. Now, I know Marte probably won't happen because he's very, very young and he's very, very good. I think he's like 27. But Cole Calhoun might. Next guy for third base, call up the Mariners. Go get Kyle Seager to play third base. The good thing about Seager is that you probably won't even have him for this year, but you'll have him for next year as well because there's a player option on his contract. People are saying he will pick it up once the season is over, and the Mets have no problem paying him. That's a good thing. Then you could call up the Orioles for Freddie Galvis to play second base. You're thinking, why Freddie Galvis? Well, he's doing pretty darn good. He's batting .263, 6 home runs, and 17 RBIs. You never know. Pick him up to be an infielder, call up Baltimore, trade him, won't be a problem. Now, when it comes to the pitching side, call up the Tigers and trade for Matthew Boyd. He's a lefty. The Tigers tried to trade him a while back. I think the Tigers need to trade him so we can get him out of Detroit before he screws up. But if the Mets want him, go take him. Another team they could call up regarding pitching is the Orioles and go get John Means, the guy through the no-hitter, young guy. They probably won't give him up, but if you give him a package they can't resist, I think they'll do it. Personally, I think they will. Next guy, an outfielder, is Gregory Polanco. Hey, he's doing okay. I think he has like 7 home runs or something. He's not doing bad. He's an outfielder. I don't think they'd mind trading a guy like Gregory Polanco, but that's what I would do if I were the Mets. So the next topic on the list is the Oakland A's relocation news update. So the Oakland A's, as you know, are contemplating whether they should get out of Oakland or stay in Oakland. I've said Vegas, I've said Nashville, I've said other places. Charlotte was thrown around there too, but a new place is Portland. Yes, the Oakland Athletics ownership will visit Portland on a fact-finding mission as part of their relocation plan per John Canzero. So that's interesting. Do I think the A's should move to Portland? Dear God, no. No. You don't want to move there. Go to Las Vegas. Why they want to go to Portland? Don't know. I don't think people will support a baseball team in Portland, Oregon. That's just me. Go to Vegas. A lot more money, a lot more revenue. The Raiders are there. You get people every single day during the summer. I think they should move to Las Vegas. That's the best shot for them. If they want to go to Nashville, fine. Even Charlotte, fine. But not Portland. Dear God, no. You got to be realistic. Final topic on the list is Wander Franco baseball card sold at auction for a record price. It says an autographed 2019 Bowman Chrome card featuring baseball's top prospects sold at auction for nearly $200,000 on Saturday. The purchase price set a new all-time record for any Francisco card according to Golden Auctions. The final sale price, as you can see here, was $198,030. So basically $200,000. That's all I got for today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts, and I will catch you later.